Hey bitches. This is sort of a chill with me session. I've been feeling like shit. I haven't been sleeping the last 2 days. It involved because of this major celebration in the Netherlands involving alcohol, something that I never really drink. And it's just been a bit rough. Very much that. So I really hope I'm gonna get a good night's sleep in tonight because I'm actually feeling a bit sickish, which kind of sucks. But I did notice that and I want to get comfy. I don't really care if I'm showing a little bit of flab here and there. Who fucking cares? This is tarot tube, not pretty people tube. Although some people like to think otherwise. But I was looking at the calendar and I was like, ooh, it's almost May, and I did this like, these are going to be my decks for April kind of tag, and I kind of wanted to, go past them and kind of see how well I liked working with these decks, and I have to say, I loved doing it. Like, honestly, I really liked, doing it old school style, because this is the way I used to work. I would have this crate, this exact crate, and I would keep my decks in there. When I started out, they all fit in here. Not anymore. But, especially during the pandemic, it kind of became apparent that that wasn't gonna work. Hold up, I have to click on my PlayStation controller because I've decided that I also want to play video games again for something that I haven't done in ages. So, so it has to like reboot, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole thing. But yeah, in April, I was like, I kind of want to do that again because I have been purging a lot again, and I kind of wanted to reconnect to my collection a little bit more. So for April, I have this whole soft theme. Soft, ethereal decks, aesthetically pleasing decks, decks that are considered, that are often considered kind of shallow or surface level, but that I actually love. And I want to start with this little baby, the Cosmic Guidance, I think, Cosmic Intentions set by Anna Cosma from Germany. Really cute little set with really thick gold foil cards, very minimal, very boho chic, very good keywords. Actually a very simple deck, and I loved working with it. I loved playing with it. This is definitely like a keeper for me, so that's cool. In the meantime, I am going to keep an eye on my PS4 to see if something's going on that there shouldn't be, but I think it's sort of updating and doing its thing. But I really enjoyed working with this. I've used it a couple times actually, so this was definitely a hit. And this needs to go out of the crate because we're going to have to make room for new stuff. This one I didn't use. I completely forgot the Moon deck. It's one of my favorite Oracle decks. It's really good. It looks like a very surface level affirmation set, but it's actually fucking amazing. And since I didn't use it, might as well pull a card now because this is one of my favorites. What I love about the creators of this deck is I have the more pricey version with the wooden box, but there's also a cheaper version that comes in a rigid cardboard box, and then there's an even cheaper version that just comes in a bag. And I love that idea that you're able to offer a sliding scale still having all the content of the product there. So I think that's really good. And I just love everything about this deck, and I'm really curious about what it has to say to me. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth, which is 100% true. And since this is a very I may actually keep this in rotation for this month, which kind of sounds like a cop-out, but I feel like this deck kind of fits the upcoming month's theme, because I was kind of playing with the idea of doing a mermaid-like month, you know, for mermaid, the mermaids. So I'm gonna keep, but I didn't really know what to do, and I asked people on Instagram, and everybody was like, I had a couple of options. I believe Mermaid Celestial decks, Queen Doreen and consorts, as well as nature-y, animal-y, magically. So I think I'm going to keep this in, but it's all going to have to fit into the crate. Another deck that I really enjoyed was the Starchild Tarot, the Akashic edition. The Starchild Tarot and the Moonchild, but mostly the Starchild, is quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite decks, which is so funny. If you would have asked me this a couple of years ago, I would have laughed you in the face. But what I like about this, I will show an example card as, well, you know, I will show you a card as an example. Oh, this is so funny. I'm seeing an illustration that is also in the Unicorn book by Daniel Noel. Let me, yeah, for example, this one, this Nine of Wands. It's pretty pippish, which I love, but there's enough imagery there for me to not get bored. So it's definitely pips with feelings, but it's not so much classical Rider-Waite-Smith, if that makes sense. So I really love that about this deck, and I've used this a ton for client readings, because for some reason I had a girl in for client reading. She told a friend of hers if they wanted a reading, so you know, that was actually really cool. So I've been doing quite a lot of readings. One deck that I would never bring to client readings, but that I did like and enjoy a lot, was the Accurate as Fuck Tarot by Prism and Fleur. Gorgeous little deck, very much also in that Daniel Noel vein, but this has illustrations rather than photo people. Very soft, very gentle, very soothing imagery to look at. I don't really believe decks have voices, at least they don't talk to me. However, I do like get into a certain mood because of artwork, and you know, this soothing ethereal artwork really did it for me. So that's nice. Another deck I used, which isn't really ethereal or soothing, but is really cool, is the Nomad Tarot by Jennifer Drantel. I believe this is now out of print. I must have gotten like one of the last copies, but this is a very like sort of hip, trendy, it's not glossy, it's linen, hip, trendy, black and white deck. Stark line work, really adorable illustrations, very cool pips with weird pip placements on the cards, lots of negative space. Hey, this one's reversed. That's not right, because I don't read with reversals. So, oh, the whole deck kind of is. Oh, maybe it was just those top two cards. Haha. Yeah. So it was just those top two cards. So the pip placement is very weird and strange. Sometimes they'll be all over the place. Sometimes there'll be a tiny little mini pip right there. And I really love Jennifer's illustration style. I love the linen cardstock, and I also love the backs, which kind of have this tie-dye indigo blue look. So to me, this kind of falls into the same category as aesthetically pleasing, you know, but I really love it. It was made with love, and you can tell. And the linen cardstock, y'all, is so good on this one. So, and this wasn't expensive either. This was like 25 euros. So if you ever like, keep an eye out for Jennifer. Maybe she'll do a reprint. This was actually the second edition. But it was definitely like worth the investment, as it was really good, and I love reading with it, and I hadn't read with it in a while, and I really reconnected. This one, the Soul Tarot, I really enjoyed using it. I used it one time kind of because I felt obligated to, because this deck is kind of shit, to be honest. I love the way it looks. I love how hip and trendy and boho chic and aesthetically pleasing it looks. I do see a lot of stuff in there in between the globes and the glitz and the glam. To me, it does feel like there is little to no rhyme or reason to it, and I really think that the guidebook that came with this was a missed opportunity. I didn't back this on Kickstarter because I thought the Kickstarter was kind of weird, but I did know that Miranda from the boutique would be getting copies in, so I just ordered when she got them in, and I must say I'm really happy with it. It's a deck that whose creation I've been following for a long time, but this is definitely one that I may at one point, well, I don't think I'll ever rehome it, but it's just not, it's not the greatest deck ever, so to speak. Oh, this one I used once. This is one of my soul decks, the Mystic Midnight Oracle by Maeve. It's kind of in a Threads of Fate vein, which I like because I do love those decks. It's a really good quirky astrology deck that's not too, that's very accessible. Problem is it shows up on camera fine when you have the deck upright. As you can see the imagery very well. Problem is when it's laying down, you can't really see what's going on. Well, you can see what's going on, but since my readings are also always posted on Instagram, it's difficult to photograph this. However, that's not the main purpose of a deck. A deck was meant to be read with, and that it does fine. I used this once, and I liked using it because I hadn't used it in a while. And you can pick this up for like really cheap because she's kind of discounted these because she's making room for something new. Which is really exciting, and I'm going to be a little bit involved as well, so that's cool. I use my own Oracle deck a little bit, the Sacred Fool Photo Collage Oracle deck. Yeah, this was such a fun artistic challenge for me. I choose glossy cardstock with MPC because MPC's gloss makes sure that the cards hold up really well, and I think with like more graphic design photo-y decks, it really makes the imagery pop. So yeah, not the best for filming per se, unless you hold it at a certain angle, which I seem to be doing right now. But amazing to work with when it comes to you know, table reads. I think this is stunning, and yeah, there's actually going to be more like this on the horizon. Although I must say that I've probably now depleted all the royalty-free male imagery stock photos. So unless people are like, hey, I would like to model, there's not going to be like a full tarot deck, for example. There's not enough royalty-free photography of men in order for me to do that. Another deck that I really enjoyed is the Reflection deck, also by Prism and Fleur. I have, oh, whoops, something just fell out. I have, so I have the Accurate as Fuck Tarot. I also had the True North Tarot, but that completely fell flat to me. This, however, I love. It's a really interesting deck. It probably won't show up on camera that well because it's all very soft tones, but in real life you can see it very well, and when you can't, it's kind of meant to be like that because these are cards that are supposed to be little moments where you actually spend time with them rather than blah blah blah, keyword reading done. You're supposed to kind of sit with them, and they're very minimal, and they're very text-based, and it's very pretty, and it was very affordable. So it's pretty graphic design, good text. Yeah, it's kind of like stunning, and I really love it. I really love it. They really outdid themselves with this. Also, I'm in love with the box. Let me show you that really quick. So it's similar to my brother box, and it has like these really cool hieroglyphs up top, and then this just slides over, which is really dope. So yeah, I just showed you the mirror image because the word reflection is reflected on there, which I think is really cool. So that was dope. And another one that I didn't use, but that I kind of want to carry over with me to the next month if I can. But then in its shadow edition iteration is the Threads of Fate Oracle. Those ladies are running a really cool Kickstarter right now that is doing pretty well, but it could be doing better. So hop on over. They always do like really cool cutting edge stuff, and normally their decks are like super expensive, and for a reason, because it's like hyper luxurious stuff. This is not your average Hay House deck they're selling. There's always like something technologically innovative printing wise to it. So yeah, check out their Kickstarter. So I have these 2 decks left over from last time. I have the Moon deck and I have the Threads of Fate, but then the Shadow Edition. Why? Because the box is smaller, so I might be able to fill it with more decks. But first, before we start, I'm going to look at my Magic-y Nature-y box. So a deck that is a definite contender, so I'm going to set that aside, but I'm not going to make any decisions yet, is the Field Guide deck. This is one of my favorite decks ever. It's really stunning. It's very simple, and it does this thing that I normally dislike, which is it has an illustration of the thing and then the name on the thing, and then you kind of have to look at the guidebook for guidance, but the guidebook is written so well, and the art is so folksy and cutesy, and I just adore it. The creator is lovely. The creator is not the illustrator, but the creator wrote the deck, and looking at the guidebook, you might think, this little pamphlet, is that it? Yes, that is it. However, you know, you don't need to have a 300-page guidebook in order for a deck to be valid. Sometimes you can say more with less words, and this deck is even talking about it makes me so passionate that I'm definitely putting it on the pile to be considered. Now, I'm seeing the Faceted Garden Oracle, and I love it, and I should be using it more, but I don't know yet. This one I'm definitely going to use. The Pathfinder Oracle by Andy Schwartz. That is immediately going into the box because it's a stunning creation. This sold well, but it was like not as popular as his other decks. It's really stunning. I still wish Andy would have used a different printer from Make Playing Cards for his decks, because this would have looked stunning on a 400 GSM matte lamination cardstock. But this is all about nature, about the desert, about weird drawings of animals, and it's just stunning. And I'm gonna use this month, maybe more than once. So this is immediately going into the crate. So bada boom. Hummingbird Wisdom by Jasmine Westwood and Ellen Valadares. Really love. Is a contender. This one I'm definitely using. The Wild Child Oracle. Gorgeous oval cards. Stunning illustrations. Gorgeous prose in the guidebook. Deck that is meant to be read really intuitively. Gorgeous rose petal finish on the cards. Gorgeous nature imagery. People are like, are you going to get their tarot deck as well? The Wild Child Tarot deck? And I was like, no, because that doesn't offer anything new to me. And this does, and I love it, and I'm definitely going to be using this. So that's going to be really interesting. I love this so much. Like, what I've come to find is that sometimes I really enjoy a mix of oracles with, you know, if I have the choice, I will always pick a more difficult, like, structured oracle deck over a really simple one. But sometimes simple just gets the trick done. So, yeah, I'll be putting this in the crate with my Pathfinder Oracle deck. The Land Sky Oracle. Really cool, lots of natural imagery. But I don't think it might be a contender, but what's in here? Oh, yes. I haven't really used this a whole lot. Maybe I should, but it's kind of dark. The El Goliath Tarot. This is a chunker of a deck, but it's really, really, really pretty. You know what? I'm feeling it. I'll be using this. I'll be using this definitely, because I haven't. I think I got this as a gift, a very generous gift from Martin, and I've only used it once. So this needs to go in the box because I want to get to know it. The Archangel Animal Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. We're not going to use. No, ma'am. The Illuminated Earth Oracle is another one by Claire Mack, and I love Claire Mack's work, but I'm kind of doubting. So this needs to go into the, both of them need to go in the to be considered pile. Same with this, the Wisdom of the Sacred Bee Oracle. Like, I got it because, you know, I love the photo collaginess of it all, but it's very much a picture of a bee, another picture of it. You know, obviously, because the whole deck is centered around bees, but I do feel like the same silhouette or same image was used a lot over and over again. You know, the image of the bee, the production quality of the deck itself is absolutely immaculate. Let me pull a card to see if this tickles my fancy for this month. Scarcity. Oh, This looks really gorgeous. You know, and maybe one day I won't have all the lovely decks that I have right now. Maybe something will happen, so I need to enjoy them while I can. So, you know what? I need to, like, get to know this better, and I'm going to put it in here. Pegasus Oracle, stunning, but no. Wild Wisdom of Australia Oracle, really cool, stunning set, but not for right now, maybe more for summer. Woodland Wardens, that's really cool and fairy-esque, and I haven't used that a ton too. I'm going to put that on the to be decided pile. What else is in here? The Magical Unicorns, Wooden Tarot, Earthbound, Spirit Animals, Spirit of the Animals, Spirit Animal Oracle by Jody Bergsma, Fairy Majesty, fuck no, not using that. The first edition of the Meraki Tarot. Now, I could be using that. That sounds like fun. So, putting the rest back into the box. Keeping my to be considered pile a bit close to me. Now I have this other box, which features lots of fairy-esque stuff and angel-esque stuff. So, the Heart's Eye Oracle is definitely one that I like a lot. This is, oh man, like, I really want to print decks on this cardstock, but the tarot crowd is gonna freak because they think it's too thin, but it's actually, like, really durable. It's a 300 GSM with a satin matte finish, and it's absolutely stunning. This is by a UK creator. She's fabulous, and I really like her. I really like this deck, and I haven't used it in a while, so I'm gonna put it in there. Yes. Healing with the Fairies. Queen Doreen, is she gonna make her return? I mean, I do like this a lot. Am I gonna use it? There's another deck that's, like, staring at me right now, but I really, really like this. So I'm putting it in there. This is lots of angel stuff, so we're not going to be using that. No angel stuff this month. We said no angels. Magical Times by Jody Bergsma would really fit. However, nah. It's kind of too 90s for me, and I'm not really in a 90s mood, so no. Angels, angels, angels. Angels, angels. So it looks like, whoa. Forest Fae. Haven't really been working with that a lot either. That's a really cute mini deck. So I can put that in there as well. It's like one of the best mini decks ever. And then I can definitely put my Field Guide deck in there as well. I can put my Threads of Fate Oracle in there as well. So now I'm kind of have to make a decision because the Moon deck definitely isn't gonna fit. And you know what? That's fine. I'll use it some other time. So which deck am I gonna choose? There's the Ambi Sun Orion's Animal Tarot. That's over there. That's kind of staring at me right now. We have the Kim Kran's Spirit Animal Oracle. That's also kind of staring at me. But we also have these Claire Mack decks that I really like. I think the Hummingbird Wisdom I have been using a ton, but I definitely want to get to know this one first. The Woodland Wardens, so we're putting that in there. What else am I gonna put? It is very animal heavy, right? Not very fairy heavy, so excuse me while I stand up in my booty shorts. Let's see. Which, because I do have the Ambi Sun Oracle right here. And then I also have the only Llewellyn deck that I kept. And I hope it is still in the box. Because I'm not, like, gonna put this whole box in there. Because I couldn't give a shit about the guidebook. But a deck that I really, really like, and that I haven't been using that much, is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. Oh man, these Llewellyn boxes. Fuck Llewellyn Publishing. Honestly, I'm so over them. I kind of feel like I want some more, like I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nature decks, and I have like 1, 2, 3 fairy decks in there. So I do feel like I want this Fae energy in there. So I'm going to be putting this in a little bag. I'm going to put this in here as well. And I'm going to put the Claire Mack decks back into the box. So that's fun. I'm not going to be using those this month. And then the Orion's Animal Tarot. Guys, I love this so much. And I've barely used it, and I feel like Ambi Sun is like one of the best creators out there. Like that A Little Rain Oracle that she did with the plants is stunning, and I really feel like, can I fit these two decks if I put them in bags? Let me grab some bags. So you're gonna see my booty shorts again. Bags, 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 bags. I love bags. I love bags. I just love them. I love my little tarot bags. Do you guys love bags? Let's see. This can be out of the bag. And this can be... I'm off screen, but I'm not going to edit this, just so you guys know. Is this that stupid... Oh no, that's another deck. Okay, alright. So I have 2 tarot bags. I found them. So that's great. Whoops, there's my ass. And I think I just kicked the camera. Whatever. So let's see if I put these in their respective linen bags, if they will fit. Because the Tarot of the Hidden Realm is very autumnal, though. So... don't really know about that, but I kind of want to use it more. Like, I bought it. It's the only Llewellyn deck in that type of box that I kept. So, you know, why not use it, you know? So let's put the Ambi Sun in here, the Tarot of the Hidden Realm in there as well. I still have room for my... Yes, it all fits. it all fits in here. So this is what I'll be working with for the month of April. But I don't even really like Rock Pool's tarot boxes. I think they're a bit big, but like this, come on, this needs to stop. They need to downsize their shit. Anyways, this was this month's Pick My Decks With Me, I guess. So the theme is going to be natural magical, and keep an eye out on my Instagram to see what's up. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.